Welcome to the 216th commencement ceremony of University of Western States. Greetings to the faculty and staff, administration, trustees of the university, friends and family, honored guests, and our graduates who are joining us here both in person and virtually. It is my honor to now introduce the distinguished members of the platform party before you. From your left, Dr. Joseph Brimhall, President of University of Western States. Dr. Nathan Long, our keynote speaker. Dr. Marlene Moore, Vice Chair of the UWS Board of Trustees. Dr. Dana Sims, Provost. Ms. Bola Maje Kobaje, Director of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. Dr. Chris Brown, President of the Faculty Senate and Program Director for the Human Nutrition and Functional Medicine degree programs. And lastly, Dr. Ted Lauer, Associate Professor in the College of Chiropractic. And I am Dr. Rosalia Messina, Executive Vice President. Also here with us today are the faculty and staff who shaped the lives and journeys of our graduates. Thank you for your significant contributions to our graduates and making their educational journey wonderful. At this time, I invite Ms. Bola Maje Kobaje to the podium to provide a salutation.
This is a wonderful day. I've never seen this one before. Maya Angelou. Remember this, whoever you are, however you are equally valid, equally justified, and equally beautiful. Juno Dawson. We must use our lives to make the world a better place to live, not just to acquire things. That is what we are put on earth for. Dolores Huerta. If you're good at it and you love it, and it helps you navigate the river of the world, then it can't be wrong. Sherman Alexie. Feet. What do I need you for when I have wings to fly? Frida Kahlo.
And now, to officially open our ceremony, I will provide a land acknowledgement. University of Western States and the Oregon Convention Center are located in Portland, Oregon, in Multnomah County. We respectfully acknowledge and honor the indigenous people whose traditional and ancestral homelands we stand, including the Multnomah, Cathlamet, Clackamas, Tumwater, Watlala bands of the Chinook, Tualatin Kalapuya, and the many other indigenous nations of the Columbia River. Despite attempts of removal or erasure, indigenous communities, groups, and individuals remain strong and vital in our region and many other regions across the world. We recognize and acknowledge that this acknowledgement is a small step in affirming our ongoing presence and contributions of the Native and indigenous communities and in our region and beyond. We commit to engaging with these communities by expanding access to our university, supporting current and future students, building partnerships with local tribes and Native organizations, and lastly, improving access to quality healthcare. My fault. Sorry, we changed the script last minute, so. And now, it is my honor to introduce Dr. Nathan Long. Dr. Long currently serves as the president of Saybrook University, a graduate-level institution located in Pasadena, California. Over the past decade, Saybrook has expanded its programs beyond psychology to offer graduate degrees in various fields, including leadership and management, counseling, mind-body medicine, integrative and functional medicine, and transformative social change. Dr. Long earned a bachelor's degree of music in music performance trombone from University of Kentucky in 1996. He earned both his Master of Education and Doctor of Education in Educational Studies and Educational Foundations from University of Cincinnati in 2000 and 2003. From 2010 to 2014, Dr. Long was president at Christ College of Nursing and Health Sciences. And Dr. Long has shaped the educational journey of many students over the years as an instructor at Walden University, Arizona State University, University of Cincinnati, and Cincinnati State Technical and Community College. In his spare time, Dr. Long enjoys playing the trombone both as a professional and amateur in his performances, and he also enjoys cooking and traveling. Please join me in offering a warm welcome to Dr. Nathan Long.
There's a lot more amateur than professional in that these days, let me assure you. Wow. Look at all of you. Aren't you just an incredibly handsome crew of graduates? So on this glorious day, June 17th, 2022, on the occasion of these, the 216th commencement proceedings, greetings to the amazing faculty, staff, and administration, but most of all, most importantly, to you, all of you, these graduates of the amazing University of Western States. Let's give these folks a rousing round of applause. I was just telling President Brimhall, I cry at every graduation, even if it's not my own, my kids, and this is going to be no exception, I'm sure. I've had the privilege of meeting a few of you today, and what a wonderful series of stories and opportunities that you all have going into the future. And fair warning, President Joe here said, I had no limit on my speech. I had a scroll, and I was really trying to work this prop out so I could drop it and horrify the entire audience here, like, oh my God, how long is this going to be? But I'm going to spare you that. This is it's not about me, this is about you, and today's speech is all about that. And I also know what's good for me, which is short, so you can get this degree conferred and that diploma in your hot hands. So we're going to get moving on that. So today I'm going to start our short journey together with 3 questions for which you will not be quizzed. There are no clinical trials you have to worry about. My hope is that rather than answering these questions right now, in this moment, you'll reflect on them, especially as you go out into the world and participate in the very important change-making so needed, very needed, today across our healthcare landscape. And really, it is across the landscape. I met many of you, not just from Portland, South Carolina, Georgia, Wisconsin, New Orleans, Texas. It's amazing. So now more than ever, we need these 3 questions, and I'm going to ask each of you and all of us to think about these. So question 1, who am I really? And in this question, it's not about your career necessarily, about being a clinical mental health counselor, sport therapist, or physician chiropractor, or any other profession. It's about who you are. The Stoics of ancient Greek philosophy, they frame it in terms of how you show up in life, in terms of who you are. These are the virtues that signal the essence of you, who you are. And there are 4 virtues I want us to talk about, and I'm not going to go into a long lecture, I promise. But justice, courage, self-moderation, and wisdom. So I'm going to talk about each of these for just a minute. Wisdom. Think about good sense, good calculation, being quick-witted, discretion and resourcefulness. Those are all tools that you've been working to hone your entire life, and as importantly, throughout your graduate work, right? Think about that wisdom. And being all of those things and working to perfect those is an important aspect of being a clinician as well as being a good human. Justice is all about piety, honesty, equity, and fair dealing. These are so critical today, now more than ever, especially as we embrace the tenets of justice, equity, diversity, and inclusion, and as you work with patients and your communities. Courage is all about endurance, confidence, and yes, cheerfulness. The cheerful, courageous warrior, or doctor, or nurse, or sports therapist understands the importance of courage as a vehicle to support the health and well-being of those they serve. The courage of a parent to guide and lead their children forward. The courage of a community to make tough decisions to advance a greater good. And lastly, moderation. It's taken me a long time to get into this one. Grad school for me, I wasn't so moderate in a lot of things. You all probably have been. Good discipline, seemliness, modesty, and self-control. Those are all elements, virtues that the Stoics talk about. And these virtues show up in you, in all of us, in some way. How you live your life, how you treat your family, your patients, your community members. And none of these is isolated. They're all part of a larger whole about how you show up. And here's the thing, we're never going to be perfect, but it's always about striving to do better, to be better. And giving that greatest effort to be the greatest person you can be. So the first takeaway, because I'm going to do this for each one, who am I really? Your virtues plus how these virtues show up in you equals being a great human being who is doing the best you can possibly do for your home, your loved ones, your patients, your clients, and your community. Question 2, why am I doing what I do? That's a big one. So today, I'm going to go out on a limb here, say it's probably too late if you don't know the answer to this question. But I suspect most of you do. I saw the glimmer of excitement in your eyes. What I'm asking from each of you is to consider every day, not to doubt your decision to have earned that Doctor of Chiropractic, or your Master's in Human Nutrition and Functional Medicine, or your Master's in Sports Medicine, or your Master's and Doctorate in Sport and Performance Psychology, or your Master's in EDD and Clinical Mental Health Counseling. I hope I got all the degrees, because I wanted to make sure I got those in there. No, the point is to recenter yourself in the amazing service you're providing to patients, to the community. As a university president, I'm called to do some intense, sometimes crazy and awkward, weird work daily. And it's easy to get caught up in that, why am I doing this? Why do I do what I do? And then I'm taken back 25, 30 years ago to those first students I had the privilege of working alongside and teaching. And it all comes flooding back to the students today that we work with. And I'm sure President Brimhall and our faculty here today and our administrators feel the same way. You're reinforced by that passion once again. And no doubt for all of you, the graduates, as you go out in the world, you're going to experience some of these same existential issues. Dealing with insurers, marketing, dissatisfied patients, maybe some dissatisfied faculty, battling that occasional stigma in the healthcare world. But asking the question each day can help recenter and reframe why it is you do what you do. The answer might be more philosophical. You want to help influence healthcare outcomes for the greater good. Or it may be that you remember someone like my mother, Karen, who some 30 years ago, after receiving combined chiropractic care and physical therapy, finally found relief after decades from searing back pain that had plagued her for years, a result of my breech birth. I subtly suggest to her frequently that I am the gift that keeps on giving. Thinking of someone like my mom, or that one patient or the inspiring faculty member who encouraged you to get to this point, especially as you start your day, enables you to remember that sacred duty and that passion necessary to make a difference. Doing so can serve as that dose of inspiration to get you from the bedroom to the office of the school. So, takeaway 2, Why am I doing what I do? Really, remember, don't ask why, not to doubt why you do what you do, but to reinforce that passion and live into that sacred duty that you've taken on. Last question, number 3. We're almost done here, I promise. How can I help? How can I help? Our counseling faculty in the room probably know this question quite well, especially if you're humanistically oriented. But I'll do a short story before we get into this to make the point as to why this question is so important to ask. So my father-in-law is a retired farmer. One day, many years ago, the big land-grant institution's Department of Agriculture came to him and said, "Hey, Ted, crop yields are down all over. And guess what? Climate change, it's being exacerbated. You know why? It's farmers like you, Ted. We're here to help make it right." So we've got these new techniques, make farming more efficient, effective, and safer. After politely listening to all the approaches, and Ted isn't quite known for the politeness side of things, he said, "Actually, my crop yields are up, and the recommendations you're offering will actually do damage to the soil, increase runoff, and create bigger issues for not just my farm, but all the farms around here." He then went on to ask the dreaded question, "How many of you have actually farmed?" The answer, just 1 or 2 of them. So here was an instance of someone coming in saying what they were going to do without asking how they could help. In the end, no one benefited, and it left a foul taste in my father-in-law's mouth about universities and those so-called academics trying to fix stuff they knew nothing about, even though they did. And I come from an institution, Saybrook University, that embraces humanistic philosophy and psychology, and these are our primary disciplines. One of our founders, the great Carl Rogers, a noted psychologist and teacher, admonished his students over the years to never get into a situation trying to fix somebody, a patient, a client. Rather, the objective is about being in journey with them, with that patient, asking, "How can I help?" Just like those folks from the land-grant institution, had they just asked how they could help, they could have had a much more beneficial and tremendous impact. Now, you might be nodding, hopefully not off, but nodding your head saying, yeah, I get it. I understand. I've got this. But come at this from a concept of radical humility, especially as you enter the healthcare arts. Think of the countless healthcare practitioners out there who've actually inspired you to get into this work today because you want to make this world a better place, because many of them were not asking, "How can I help?" or even, "What does better health look like for you and how might I help you get there?" And if you're saying it's not happening, I just saw a doc not long ago who didn't even ask me how I was doing or what I needed or where the pain was. And to be fair, we're all guilty of this, right? Regardless of the profession. So take that moment to ask at least that one question, even if you're pressed for time. And remember, it all ties back to remembering why you do what you do and who are you. So, takeaway 3, ask every patient or client. And if you're doing community work or teaching or just engaging with family, try leaning into that question, how can I help? It opens doors and conversations and hearts and minds. So, our journey throughout life is one full of questions, of mystery, immense joy, and unfortunately, we're going to have more tribulations along the way. But you, each of you, you fabulous graduates, you've taken the last years to step into careers tailor-made for impacting the well-being of others, of your community. Today is that milestone. Today is that moment when each of you are being honored not only for what you did. Yes, that's important. What you have done to this point to get here, to be receiving those diplomas, is immensely powerful. And now what you're going to do is go out into your communities and do something we at Saybrook say is wicked awesome. And the questions I just outlined today are ways to remind you each and every day of the power of your decision several years back to step into a new way of being in the world, supporting the health and well-being of those you will be serving, who you care for and love. Who am I really? Why am I doing what I do? And how can I help? Rest assured that each of you are fortified by this fabulous education here at UWS, and you're further reinforced by the belief that one small act of goodness can make a concerted difference for those you will be working with. And in so doing, you will change the world one person at a time. So, go out there, do good work, be wicked awesome, and ask those three questions. Take today, celebrate you, celebrate this amazing accomplishment, and thank you, thank you, thank you for what you're about to do. Congratulations, graduates. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Long. And now it is my sincere pleasure to invite Christine Holm, class of 2022, to present the student address.
So before I came up here, I did some breathing exercises, some imagery. Yeah, so we'll see how well my degree holds up performing under pressure. Such an impressive group. I'm honored to be here today with all of you. And I'm honored to be representing the student body before you today for this wonderful graduation ceremony. Thank you for the nomination. I also want to thank the family members, friends, and loved ones that are here today or tuning in to the live stream. None of us would be here without your support. During my time at University of Western States, most of my experiences and coursework were virtual. Although that is not the preferred learning style for some, I found that it prepared me extremely well for my field and, more importantly, to take on the challenges of the complex world we live in. This program requires a proactive, integrated approach to learning and applying concepts. I would learn new information virtually with my classmates, take those discussions and learnings and directly apply them to my full-time job in sport, reconsider how the concepts apply, and bring that information back to the discussions with my classmates and professors. In a way, I wasn't simply studying the coursework, I was living it. Pursuing higher education demands dedication and sacrifice, mixed in with a flavor of figuring it out when it seemingly looked impossible. The coursework was rigorous and the learnings fruitful from this approach. And this is accurate to what life demands from us all. Juggle many challenges, often at the same time, adapt, be brave, and find a way to deliver. Western States and the wonderful staff supported me as I took on new challenges and pushed beyond what I thought was possible. All of you have grown and adapted, making you the capable and ambitious people you are today. We could not have come out of our programs unchanged. What I appreciated most was sharing that transformation with those who understood it most, my classmates. Throughout my academic journey, I met so many students from across the US and internationally that had the same passion and work ethic. I appreciated the variety of perspectives and experiences I received from my classmates. They also shaped who I am today in ways that extended outside of the classroom. Western States attracts that driven, curious, and tenacious archetype. I feel very proud to be a graduate of Western States and also feel compelled to be an ambassador as its conception continues to evolve. With that, it is not tied down to the way things have always been done, and students and staff thrive on the opportunities to be innovative in an ever-changing world. I challenge us all to continue nourishing that mindset of innovation and integrity. We are the emerging leaders of our fields and are thoroughly prepared to take on any obstacles due to our education at UWS and the lifelong relationships we have made with students and staff alike. Good luck to you all in your future endeavors. May we continue to inspire one another as we drive forward. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Christine. It is my pleasure to invite Dr. Marlene Moore to share greetings from the University Board of Trustees.
Well, to the graduates of the 216th Commencement, I bring greetings and the warmest wishes from the Board of Trustees. We applaud your achievements and extend to you sincere wishes for your continued success. So it's my pleasure to welcome you as colleagues in the University of Western States family of alumni and friends. Congratulations to all of you.
And now, please give a warm welcome to Dr. Chris Brown, President of the Faculty Senate, to provide greetings from the faculty.
Greetings to the graduates of the 216th Commencement of University of Western States. The university faculty offer our heartfelt congratulations on this day of celebration. Your remarkable achievement in completing the rigorous academic work that you have at UWS is evidence of your dedication to your patients, clients, and communities. We applaud the efforts that have led you to this success and are honored to have been entrusted with this part of your learning journey. We welcome you now as colleagues and wish you the best of continued success in all that you do.
And now, this is the part you've all been waiting for, so I will invite Dr. Dana Sims, Provost, to present the degree candidates. Dr. Sims will begin by reading the names of the graduates who are attending in person, and then she will read the names of those who are participating remotely. Thank you.
Good morning. All right, we're going to begin with the first row rising and making their way to the podium or to the stage. I now present the candidates for the Master of Science degree in Human Nutrition and Functional Medicine. Christina Armendariz. Alexa E. Bryant. Janice Burnett. Catherine Lynn Eason. Terrell Eccles. Peggy Sue Fisher. Audra Raquel Oden. Hannah Shawns. Kelly Renee Stevers. Sade Zamyad. I now present the candidates for Master of Science degree in Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Brad Pankey. I now present the candidates candidates for the Master of Science degree in Sport and Performance Psychology. Kayla Nicole Bryson. Ruby Elise Corday. Jason Frank Cowell. Liesl Mayberry. Gerardo Pena Jr. Alexander Lowell Seam. Ethan George Tabakelis. Kristen Lee Trinda. I now present the candidates for the Doctor of Education in Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Those with a green stole are also candidates for the Master of Science degree in Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Nicole Blanchett. Maurice Tyrone Thornton. I now present the candidates for the Doctor of Education degree in Sport and Performance Psychology. Those with a green stole are also candidates for the Master of Science degree in Clinical Mental Health Counseling. Rico Hall. Brad Everett Hambrick. Christine Amelia Holm. Ariana Martinetti. Danielle Picar. Chad Michael Radiker. Jessica Smith. I now present the candidates for the Doctor of Chiropractic degree. Those are also candidates for the Master of Science degree in Sports Medicine and Master of Science in Human Nutrition and Functional Medicine, and/or in most cases. Morgan Ackerman. Amber Adolph. Lauren B. Allen. Mikhail Alparov. Beth Anderson. Kayla Anthony. Maricruz Arias. Tatiana Aspijaga. Hunter Charles Edward Barnes. Mark Bellinger. Amanda Bright. Kaylee Brabham. Sean Bryant. Tyler Quinn Brookings. Simon Gabriel Bruckner. Michael Burt. Spencer Carlos. Carlson. Asia Marie Carrillo. Vic Chatha. Shima. Dominic Chavika. Ava Clark. Kieran Claypool. Jacob Hofeld. Kristen Kofeld. JJ Colshaw. Joshua Cordova. Erica DeSchifford. Kaylee Kronk. Jake Diebel. Christopher Dewhurst. Ankar Singh Doot. Michelle Dickey. Timmy Den. Sabrina Renee Dupuy. Taylor Ellison. Lauren Fauchon. Tanner Ferguson. Haley Ficus. Leah Foster. Nathan Furumasu. Rachel Filan. Gretchen Laura Gadsky. Gagandeep Gill. Matt Graham. Connor Patrick Green. Alexandra Grumblett. Satya Hardikar. Zach Heipel. Miguel Hernandez. Savannah Hughley. Sachin Hewawasam. Justin Hodinsky. Michael Gary Houle. Benjamin Howie. Krista Huber. Michael Holtz. Abbas Hussein. Melissa Hutchings. Maruk Imran. Emily Ann Kaler. Sophie Kaplan. Edward Kim. Bria Lauren Kloppenborg. Hermit Kaur. Alexa Ivanka Kowalik. Michelle Kwok. Tin Law. Kyron Lamont. Jackson V. Landon. Evan Larkin. Kenneth Lee. Jared Leung. Maddie R. Lindsay. Natalia C. Lopez Santana. Carl Eric Lauder. Christopher Luke. Amanda Ma. Tristan Santiago Maceres. Sukhmeet Man. Garrett McCarter. Cassidy A. McCrae. Nick McCrory. Caitlin McDonald. Neil T. Maderas. Osama Mohammed. Bailey Danielle Noctegal. Caden Ogles. Douglas Orton. Rachel Parker. Seth Parrott. Trin Diem Phan. Andrew Phillips. Connor Powell. Matthew Preby. Benjamin Cruden. Benjamin Quayle. Austin Rico. Robin Retzloff. Sadie Riopel. Amber Roald. Monique Sandhu. Brittany Santaford. Haley Nicole Sears. Connor Shannon. Cody Shaw. Kamaldeep Sidhu. Inderpal Sidhu. Jeffrey Scott Smith. Megan Sony. Hannah Spalding. Sean Stadelbauer. Tandia Termundi. Tessa Thomas. Rouge Thurmer. Justin Tran. Carson Turner. Erin Rose Turner. Gavin Jot Upall. Elizabeth Vader. Matthew Weaver. Alexander White. Rachel White. Peter Wilkes. Vanessa Ray. Jessica Wu. Micah Jonathan Yamada. Isiris Zurufile. Sierra R. Zinke. Congratulations. I now present the candidates for students who are participating remotely for the Master of Science degree in Human Nutrition and Functional Medicine. Joy Neves Anderson. Jennifer Marin Babbage. Rochelle May Back. Sarah Elizabeth Beard. Jake Belsberg. Kara Bonham. Naomi Bubis. Marcy DeAndrea. Maria Carolina Duarte Martinez. Suzanne Dudek. Tyler Fifield. Adriana Garza Lopez. Madeline G. Gibbs. Arjane Holmes. Michaela Nicola A. Haratantako. Amina Medhat Khalil. Meredith L. Costco. Kristen Molnar. Rebecca Sue Nielsen. Jana Peters. Rebecca L. Potter. Margina Raffalo. Cynthia Rossi. Ray Marie Scott. Elizabeth Lisa Serafin. Kim Sorrentino. Michaela Nicole Thurston. Catherine Carmela Vesper. Katie Winters. Jennifer Nicole Woolwind. And the candidate for the Master of Science degree in Clinical Mental Health Counseling, Stephanie Fryer. The candidates for the Master of Science degree in Sport and Performance Psychology, Alexandra Barter. Jamie C. Nilsson, Travis DeBach, Michael Hicks, Tyler Maycumber, Nicholas Alexander Murphy, Morgan Leanne Springborn, Aubrey Joe Zenz, and the candidates for the Doctor of Education degree in Sport and Performance Psychology, Benjamin Frakely Jr., Brooke Marie Fuller, Jeffrey P. Romero, Jenna Ross, Tyler James Valerio, and for the candidates for the Doctor of Chiropractic degree, Christine Glidden, Ramin Javahiri, Chantel Ricard, Clarice Wallert, Chase Cantor. Congratulations to all of our graduates.
My script says good morning, but I think I have to say good afternoon. You made it. Congratulations. Very proud of you. It's now my job to confer your degrees. I invite the graduates who are participating remotely to join with us when your degree is called. So will the candidates for Bachelor of Science degree please rise? By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the State of Oregon, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities hereto. Congratulations. You may be seated. Candidates for the Master of Science degree, please rise. By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the State of Oregon, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Master of Science with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities hereto. Congratulations. You may now be seated. Candidates for the Doctor of Education degree, please rise. By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the State of Oregon, I hereby confer upon you the degree Doctor of Education with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities hereto. Congratulations. You may be seated. I've got one more here. Candidates for the Doctor of Chiropractic degree, please rise. By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the State of Oregon, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Chiropractic with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities hereto. Congratulations. I now invite all graduates to stand. If you had not already done so, take your tassel, move it from the right to the left so it's over your heart. And that's how you'll always remember where that's supposed to be. I invite you to please turn and applaud your friends and family who are here to support you. And now I invite you to turn to your faculty, who are now your peers and colleagues, and please applaud and thank them for the work they've done for you. Thank you. Now I invite you to all remain standing, and all other graduates of University of Western States are welcome to join us in reaffirming our oath. So please repeat after me. I take this oath as a graduate of University of Western States. I will respect the dignity and protect the confidences of those I serve. I will uphold the highest professional, ethical, and moral standards in all of my actions. I dedicate myself to the promotion of health, the prevention of illness, and the alleviation of suffering. I will collaborate with other healthcare professionals to promote health and wellness. I will continue learning throughout my life so that I may provide for the good of those I serve. I commit myself to caring for others, regardless of their means, with compassion, honesty, and integrity. May these principles guide, strengthen, and inspire me. So help me God. Congratulations. And you may be seated. Good afternoon. Thank you to everyone for being here to recognize and celebrate our graduates. Graduates, as you leave forth today and start the next phase of your life journey, I have two thoughts I'd like to leave with you. First thought, ask more questions. You've all been trained in the art of asking questions in your service of others. You've learned how to obtain a health history, how to inquire about someone's condition, how to practice motivational interviewing. I invite you to apply these same skills to your life by asking more questions. Questions are like keys that open locked doors. They invite creativity and innovation, and they are wonderful tools to help us learn. Questions unleash your curiosity and innovation. The word question begins with quest. Asking questions is the first step to making change. My second thought, before I do that, Maya Angelou had this advice: ask for what you want and be prepared to get it. Second thought, keep your plans flexible. For more than 2 years now, we've all been navigating a world pandemic. COVID-19 was probably not on anybody's strategic plan. And yet, we all learned to pivot, to shift, and to adapt. Those that remained flexible and nimble accomplished this task much easier than those who remained rigid. The great philosopher Mike Tyson said it this way: everybody has a plan until you get punched in the face. Of course, in addition to his philosophy work, Iron Mike is a heavyweight boxing champion, so he was probably talking literally. I'm using the wisdom metaphorically. Life constantly changes. The unexpected often shows up at the party, uninvited. Your luggage doesn't always show up. People don't always do what you thought they would do. The weather does not always cooperate. The best way I've found to deal with life's obstacles is to remain flexible. When you trip and fall, get back up. When your ideas don't work out, think again. When you experience disappointment, change your expectations. Again, I'm going to quote the great Maya Angelou, who offered this elegant solution. When you can't change something that you don't like, change the way you think about it. Don't complain. Graduates, again, congratulations. I wish you all a wonderful weekend. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Brimhall. I now invite Dr. Ted Lauer to the podium to offer closing remarks.
So nice to be sharing in your celebration today. We thank you. In closing, I'm going to quote from the book, The Wedding Day, from Joanne Clancy. This is your life. Do what you want and do it often. If you don't like something, change it. If you don't like your job, quit. If you don't have enough time, stop watching TV. If you're looking for the love of your life, stop. They will be waiting for you when you do things you love. Stop overanalyzing. Life is simple. All emotions are beautiful. When you eat, appreciate every bite. Life is simple. Open your heart, mind, and arms to new things and people. We are united in our differences. Ask the next person you see what their passion is and share your inspiring dream with them. Travel often. Getting lost will help you find yourself. Some opportunities only come once. Seize them. Life is about the people you meet and the things you create with them. So go out and start creating. Life is short. Live your dream and wear your passion. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lauer, and thank you for everyone who helped organize this fine event. A special thanks to Celtic Muse for providing the music for this ceremony. I now ask that you please stand for the closing recessional. The recessional is guided by tradition and protocol. First, those of us on stage will leave, then the faculty will follow, and lastly, our newest colleagues, the graduates, will follow. Thank you so much for joining us today. Here's wishing you congratulations on a journey ahead. It's time to celebrate.